Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is my comic book review of Doctor Doom number 8, written by Christopher Cantwell, art by Salvador Larroca and Gru EFX. I like the cover, but it has nothing to do really with the book, so I don't know why they chose this. Maybe they just had a extra cover laying around and they just slapped it on number 8. But I'd like to see, there's no variant either of this comic. I don't know, maybe Marvel's not thinking too highly of this book, perhaps, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is number 8. I just did a video on number 7, so check that out first. And you can check out, I guess, other videos on YouTube about the previous 6 issues. I did not read them, but they involved Kang and Symkaria with Silver Sable. Yes. So we have this book here. I'm just going to read the last paragraph there. He trekked back to his homeland, acquiring the ultimate nullifier along the way. He reclaimed his power, Doom, by killing his Skryrian replacement, but was then confronted with a disturbing vision of his own hideously scarred would-be children. Meanwhile, Adam Brashear, the Blue Marvel, attempted to seal the black hole with the aid of a version of Dr. Octavius, who seems to have entered the rift from the other side. Okay. So yes, on the last page of the last book, Dr. Octavius showed up in space with Blue Marvel. And but we're gonna get there. They go there maybe halfway through the book. So we start here with Doctor Doom being embraced by his herald Victorious, and he's writing these words down. These endless praising melodies, a pause by sycophant, leave me bilious. Richards is devoid of modesty, merely capable of showing mock humility that only truly intolerable can demonstrate. Case in point, even though they still consider me a mass murderer, world leaders had the gall to ask for my help with the black hole threatening Earth. But Richards, despite being the one who created the technology that caused this disaster, again failed to show his face. Coward. He couldn't even look me in the eye, admit his failure. Still, I agreed to solve their nuance, but with one condition, that I first be allowed to conquer Symkaria and take it for my own. Interesting. So he's saying that Reed Richards is a coward. You can't look him in the eye, so they're doing a good job with their writing, making Doctor Doom look more like a hero, because it's his own comic book series. And apparently, they gave him the ability to conquer Symkaria. I'm not sure if that's true. It doesn't seem like something the Fantastic Four would do, but it's possible. So we have Doom with Victorious with his Doom bots on his throne. So here he is conquering Symkaria. I have to admit, I love war, especially when I'm winning. The Symkaria invasion was over quickly. My blood became charged with verb as we stamped out every conspiratorial smudge of scum, every whisper of usurping vermin. So basically, yeah, I'm going to skip a few pages, but basically they destroyed Symkaria. They defeated Silver Sable and the Wild Pack and all their people there. And so we have this dialogue here. This is the Blue Marvel, Dr. Adam Brashear, beginning dictation. Failure is perhaps the most valuable aspect of scientific inquiry, but I hate it. Still, I was wrong to think I could kill a black hole on my own, even though technically this was Doom's idea. I was also wrong about this being a Schwarzschild black hole. Singularity, this exotic object at the center of the Antillean, is some kind of portal. He and Otto have hatched a plan to take down the Antillean with negative energy explosives. Same shit, different story if you ask me, but we'll see. Frankly, I don't know what's true anymore. Somehow we can't even breathe out here. And there's Doc Ock in the background there. So we have Doctor Doom fighting, and he says, I used one of them to cut down Countess Katerina Karkov once and for all, even though I already forget which sword it was, perhaps a knee blade, or 14th century Saxony, no matter. Harpia e mortis e. Although with her dying breath she told me that she was not the leader of the conspiracy against me, it was another, someone more troubling. Iona Novotny? I've never heard of her, but she was the ringleader of this evil coup against me. So they find her, and guess what? She gets killed. I love it. Posing as a member of Doom's children, she worked to undermine efforts to restore me to power, but she and her husband were exposed. He was killed. She barely escaped with her life. She left behind a baby girl. The resistance raised her as Zora, which is Victorious, Dr. Doom's female herald. I know this child, now fully grown, is Victorious, my herald. I discovered that my one-time ally had Symkaria blood. So we're back in space. Otto spoke of how the Victor he knows had been plagued with horrific dystopia version ever since the appearance of a wormhole above Earth. The dystopia was hellish, full of war, strife, and apocalyptic collapse. Humanity was on the verge of extinction. Doom was still an ironclad tyrant and villain. It became clear to me I was supposedly an inhabitant of dystopia. It was who I was living in this twisted and dark dimension that was the stuff of nightmares to a peaceful planet. This 2-page spread of a naked Doctor Doom and a naked, it looks like, is that blue? No. Is that Blue Marvel? I thought he was black. I guess that is black. Maybe not black enough. I don't know. I'm guessing that's Blue Marvel. Kind of looks like Reed Richards. Doesn't that look like Reed Richards? Anyway, there's, I guess, some monsters in there. It became clear that we're not alone inside the Antillean singularity. Then we have another 2-page spread of Victorious. She says, I met and murdered my mother today. Her name was Ionella. I believe she was a hero. She was in truth a spy and a conspirator against the state. Symkaria blood flows through my veins, the blood of my enemies. I'm the champion of Latveria, but I'm not even Latverian. Sorry. Needing assurance of my loyalty, my master ordered me to execute a woman I've never known, but hence I became. So Dr. Doom made Victorious kill her own mother. I obeyed him. I always have. I feel hollow now, without root. What have I been victorious over? How else have I been wrong? Oh, my cat is friggin' annoying right now. Ruffy. I guess that is Blue Marvel. He's got like the Reed Richards haircut. He's like completely ripped, like his skin's like gone. I fought for hours. I should have died again. Nothing makes sense in here. In the end, all I could do was escape through the singularity under the cloak of the unknown. Perhaps I would now be free of my dystopia and find a place that was not a living failure, a wrong turn in the universe. Perhaps I would finally find answers and peace. Looks like these monsters killed Otto Octavius. Here we get a nice map, another 2-page spread of a nice map of Europe in Marvel World with Latveria and Symkaria. And there's Silver Sable. This Dr. Doom is saying, Symkaria is mine. Silver Sable quietly moved her double-dealing prime minister further into exile. The rest of the conspirators were lined up and shot. I installed Kristoff as governor, what is now the southern region of Latveria. Refugees flood the streets. Our hospitals and our food banks are depleted. We have already run out of shelter. I wonder, how did this future victory unify and pacify the entire world when I am daunted by the conquest of one small nation? So I guess he's having second thoughts about taking over Symkaria. And if you want this comic book, you can be the first one to put in that code for the Marvel, Marvel app or whatever. Victorious says, I choose Latveria. I choose Doom. I think of my mother and I think of her death at my hands. And we had Nova showing up. Briefly, I visited TAAII, world ship of Galactus, to make sure the nullifier was returned. A gold man of some power and apparent noble repute informed me that I had it. I am relieved in searching myself. I find that I do not trust Doom so unconditionally as I once did. Still, Doom is the master. I will serve him as his herald. But I will also protect Latveria, even if one day I must protect it from him. Chat, this is crazy. Okay. I like this version of Doctor Doom where he's wearing his helmet, but he's in like, I don't know, rich person garb at home. It's funny. I have selfishly injured my herald's soul. Zora is the closest thing to a daughter I may have. But who wants a monster for a father who orders his daughter to kill her mother? And now Zora may never be the same. So I record my new vow. I dare not say it out loud, as if it still frightens me to think about it. I will transform myself. I will evolve the creature of Victor Von Doom and bring order and peace to this world. It may not be as I envisioned, but I will dedicate myself to saving all living things. Hereby refrain from evil. I choose the good. It's just a matter of when to tell the world of our imminent mutual salvation. And we have the preview for the next. This is the cover for the next issue. Again, I'm not a fan of that because it just wastes the page. Why can't they have more of a cliffhanger? Because that's it. That's the book, and that's the cover for the next issue, which again doesn't have a variant. It's so sad. Maybe it does have a variant. I don't remember. There might be a second variant for Doctor Doom number 9. But I feel like the series is going under the radar. Doctor Doom's a great character, and I guess they're trying to get him to be more good, to realize that taking over Sicario wasn't a good idea, that there's homelessness, there's yada 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 with that. His herald Victorious killed her mother, and she met Nova. So we have Nova showing up. I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean that Nova is the bad guy now? We will see. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to be buying Doctor Doom number 9 and 10. They come out this year, end of November, end of December. And we'll see what they do after that. Thank you for watching this video. And subscribe to my channel. Leave a like, comment. What do you think about Doctor Doom and his series? And have a good day. Bye-bye.